Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the SpeedGaming Live 2021 Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament featuring Decalled versus LynxXUnlimited. My name's MM2Nets Cartridge, and bringing you this race today with me is Eddie. How are you doing? What do you think of this race?
Oh, MM2. I am I am super pumped for this race. It's two, I would say, titans of this category. Lynx being the number one seed of this tournament, uh qualified with the result of a 42-20, which is pretty much, I think, almost better than the PBs of the second and third seeds of this tournament. And Lynx being the one of the seven, 41 runners of this entire world. Um, so definitely the favorite in this match. That being said, decalled with that, I believe, a 43.09 PB. One of also an extremely talented and strong runner. Has some strats named after him. The Batoon Quick Kill X Factor, called the D Factor, and has a lot of unique strats. Very consistent early game. Just a really strong player overall. Super excited to have both these players.
Couldn't agree more with you, Eddie. This is, like you said, going to be a fantastic race, and I can't wait to see these two runners duke it out in Super Metroid Any Percent, like you were saying. Now, this is the winner's bracket. Both these runners have won two matches to get here. Lynx X taking out DNIF, Decknif, and McTimothy to get here, and Decalled taking out Freya's Spirit and Timotchen. And the winner of this match will go on to face Kip in the winner's semifinals, this being the winner's quarterfinals. And the loser of this match will drop down to somewhere, if I can find where it goes.
Loser of this match will be playing the winner of Mr. Guy Average and me.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and Eddie versus D matchup. That'd be
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Just beat MGA.
Oh
Beat
yeah.
MGA. Easy. Eddie, easy.
Oh, absolutely. Just it's absolutely free.
Absolutely. Just have MGA run a minute off his PB, and you run your PB. Just do it. Like, I can't believe it's not freer.
All right. We got both these runners getting out of that series station. Let's see what time they come out with. This is the most important factor of the entire race, as we always say.
Yeah, D going in with a 52-34 into the tower, 49 74 entering the last turn. It's pretty solid. Yeah, he gets a 46-25.
Ooh.
Really nice series time there, D.
All right, so Decalled wins this race. It's over.
Yeah, GG.
GG. See you next mission.
Thank you all for watching. No, no, this is like we always say, not over. Series is just the first minute and a half of this be something minute long run, depending on who you're playing, on who you are, and how much you've put into this category. But yeah, speaking of this category, what kind of routes do you think we're going to be seeing from these runners, Eddie?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see PRKD from both runners. Fantoon first, Ridley, Kraid, and then Dragon. That is the fastest route, fastest currently known route. Probably the fastest route that's human viable, or just period. But, I think Decalled has done Kraid's second, so PKRD, in some of his races. I don't think he's going to do that this race unless he thinks that maybe the only chance he has is Lynx, dying in Lower Norfair or something like that. But I have to imagine Decalled is just going to go his normal, PB attempt route, which would be PRKD.
Yeah, that seems definitely the most common route, though. I will be sad that task route is never thought of. KRDP, also rando route. actually super fun to run, but it's unlike literally any other any percent route because you do Suitless Meridia. So it's more like RBO, to be honest.
That sounds like something I never want to touch in a million years, but
Eddie, it's literally like Lower Norfair is literally just new route, except you take twice as much damage, and then the beginning is like old route.
So and then you have to do Suitless Meridia.
Yeah, then you have to do Suitless Meridia, but like that's fun. Suitless Meridia is objectively enjoyable.
If I opt to get Spring Ball, maybe I'll do it.
Eddie, I can't believe this.
Okay.
Eddie, I'm severely disappointed in you. it took 3 minutes of commentary for me to already be disappointed in you, and you knew exactly how to do it. Congratulations.
Absolutely. All right. Anyway, so that being said,
Anyways,
I want to point out a few things. As you may notice, that those construction zone strats, decalled heading down there, you may have noticed that Lynx opted to roll down and do a little down back where he's, ducking under and aiming down. Decalled did not do that. That's because he does not play with the angle down button bound to one of his buttons. I believe he has either dash or item cancel on one of them.
wait, really? Oh wow.
Yes. So decalled does not play with the angle down button. So you will see some adjustments, and a lot of his ledge grabs will be angle up grabs. As you can see, as he's doing this ledge grab right here, he is doing the angle up grab because he does not have that angle down grab. And just as you may notice, stylistically, decalled is very unique. This climb, I think he is the only person that does the little climb where it goes on the left side as well. So if you see a runner and you don't see the name and you see someone climbing up that left side with really good mechanics, you can absolutely be sure that it is decalled. Has a lot of unique strats that you can kind of has that little footprint that's very clearly identified. You can identify him clearly based off some of the strats that he does.
Oh really? Dice saying that that D has angle swapped. I thought Galen was the one who had no angle down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Aside
So-
from yeah.
Oh, but I thought that's why he did the construction zones down without the down back strategy.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm wrong on that.
Maybe he just finds it easier or faster or something.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Galen I know has no angle down for sure.
Got you. Okay. In chat, he just hates the down back there. Okay. Absolutely viable. There's a lot of players that just, really don't like to do certain strats and opts not to do it. That's completely fine. As you might notice, Lynx doing that left side wall jump Alcatraz.
Yeah.
You'll watch decalled doing a different one where he'll just jump off that top ledge. I stole that from him. Oh, wait a second. Going for the left jump, that's not what he normally does. I don't know if he changed that recently, but it's definitely unique. Decalled going for that arm pump Terminator.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
you'll have to see those little frame saving shots. I didn't think you could actually arm pump on Terminator, but it was probably Bob who posted something about the different slopes, and that's the reason you can arm pump down speed hallway.
Yep.
So, learning.
Yeah, definitely. Decalled is showing definitely a little bit of uniqueness. You'll see it on the way when he was farming those green pirates. That second pirate, which is typically when you're going to start attempting the farm, he actually goes all the way to that right wall so that he'll have that little extra run speed when he's on his way over to the left side. That's another thing that I feel like that's smart, but I only ever see him do it, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely really nice to get to see all these the little strat deviations that every runner does differently, because that's just the beauty of Super Metroid, where you can make it your own game, just in the little ways you play, and just the little things you do. It's a really nice thing you can do.
Yeah, I would say that's honestly one of the most beautiful things about this game. The fact that, you have to weigh a lot of your room strategies based off consistency and the actual room time. So, if you are going for the world record, you might go for the strats that have like a 20% consistency and really, really grind it out to raise that consistency, because you need to save those 10 frames room to room. Now, that being said, for more mortal runners, we may opt to go for a strat that, will cost 10 frames. The consistency might be like 80% though. And, that's just the kind of trade-off you have to make as a speedrunner when you're going for your times. And Super Metroid has basically every room is like that.
Yeah, for sure. The room time spreadsheet of Super Metroid is very, very tight and very grinded out. And yeah, like you were saying, it's a game of optimization at the top levels.
Yep, Dice pointing out that Decalled does his special Decalled Big Pink Moonfall. Some people opt to go for the weave on the morph on the way down that Big Pink. Some people opt to just do a down back of some sort, but Decalled likes to land and do a moonfall. And he says it's, just about as fast, or just as fast. And some people don't find it consistent, but I believe he's one of the only people that actually go for that.
Yeah, looks too cool. I'm actually gonna probably time it out after this race. Just gotta have the swag points and also fast.
Yep. So we see that Hellway strat. Lynx opts to go for the Hellway strat where he does the farm. Decalled does the same thing, except incorporates a little double D boost action here. So we'll see. Yes. Okay. So shoots one of those bugs with a missile and then does a little double deboost. So that's another decalled special right there. You'll see a lot of those coming up in this run.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got our power bombs. We're gonna go. Yeah, Lynx has a bit more health for Fantoon than D does. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot D had still had to do that second D boost. So isn't Lynx in the bad range where he'll be at 33 if he gets all his hits taken and he won't be in health bomb?
33. So 33 should be okay, right? I think health bomb is when you get under 30.
Yeah, yeah. So but you're still an Oko from Fantoon. So
Yes, yes, yeah. So yeah, to not get hit, to get hit by 3, it's Fantoon does what?
40.
6. Yeah, sorry, 40 per hit. So he's. Are you asking if you're to take 3 hits if he's not going to be in that health
No,
bomb
I'm
range?
no, I'm no, I'm saying he's taking if he takes 3 hits then he'll not be in health bomb but
Yes,
he'll be
yes,
in
yeah.
one hit KO. I don't
Yes,
know.
yes.
I was just thinking about that. But nice HPJ from D and and yeah, I saw Lynx get over the moat, but I didn't notice which way he did it.
Yeah, so something I definitely noticed is Lynx really likes the CWJ. I think heavily prefers it if he has the opportunity to do it. Not sure if he didn't get to see if he got the HBJ or the CWJ over the mode, but Lynx I know really likes CWJ. Decalled doesn't seem to like it as much because you do the entry by bonking the door, and Decalled deliberately did not choose to bonk the door. So I think due to consistency, he opted to just go for the HBJ, which he might be more comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely a respectable choice. I know a lot of new route runners just choose to go for HBJ every time because it's harder to learn at first, but it's definitely easier to make very consistent as opposed to CWJ, which is just press jump on this one frame twice. Will not
It's looking like
stop.
a fat. Oh, Link's getting trolled a little bit by Fantoon. So this is going to be a fast slow. Let's see if Lynx can get the 2 round here.
Nice. Get the two
Excellent.
round.
Okay, I think that was only a 5 missile Doppler. Decalled will have to get a pretty sizable Doppler if he wants to get a 2 round here.
No, I think that was a 6 missile. Was
Was
it?
it 6? I think he had 9 and he went to 4, if that was correct.
Maybe.
Let's see here. I mean,
Yeah,
he'll probably go for it here.
yeah,
Okay,
it was a 6.
it was a 6. All right.
Yeah. I was looking at Fantoon's color.
Yep. So excellent. Both runners getting the 2 round Fantoon. I think Lynx had the faster overall patterns. So
I wasn't counting patterns, so
yes. So I think Lynx definitely gaining a little bit of time here. But yep, Decalled still hot on his heels.
yeah. D's got one more super than Lynx does, though Lynx has 2 more power bomb, 3 more actually, because D had
Yeah.
there.
The power bomb count honestly is I feel like Lynx. Oh, scooting over there, getting that little backup. Okay. That clip is a little tight. You got to jump in there, and if you don't, hit angle or up at the right timing, suddenly that atomic is gonna get you, and you really don't want to be taking any hits right now.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to have all your health for bowling, and then mostly bowling actually.
So Decalled heading up, Lynx getting through that attic just fine. Let's see how Decalled approaches this attic.
Yeah, is going to use his power bomb here.
Decalled looking like he's going for the super optimal strat here. Okay, no, he's kind of in between. Yeah, tried to get that
Nice.
2-for-1, but they're not quite. But honestly, it saves that super. He got through that attic just fine. Actually, a bit quicker than Lynx did.
Yeah. Though neither of them made any real significant mistakes in that attic, so
Yep.
not really too much time gained or
Absolutely.
lost there. But the any percent is really just all about the little things aside from dying. But it's all about
Absolutely.
not dying, but also just just being a bit more consistent than your opponent, getting a few more strats, or just having a god run.
Yep. Might have noticed Decalled opted to do the little morph ball first jump. Definitely a little bit safer. That's another kind of decalled specialty. You know, there are some parallels to both of these runners. I would say Lynx is by far the strongest runner that doesn't always go for the world record strats. You know, for example, that addict that decalled went for, where you do the power bomb and you instantly shoot that missile at an angle. That is sort of like the optimal world record strat. Lynx doing the more safer one, where you just roll all the way to the right. You know, costs like a little bit of time, but not really. But I would say both of these players are sort of like masters of consistency, if that were to make sense.
Definitely, yeah. You just see them going for the consistent strats, and that's just the mark of a really consistent player. But a really consistent player also gets those.
Absolutely.
But I definitely say these players both fall in that category. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have both players heading down to that upper north for a tough section of the game. Let's see if Lynx opts to just forego this farm. Yep. Oh, misses the moonfall there, but that's okay. Decalled really wants to get one more power bomb. Doesn't seem like he was able to. He got one power bomb there, but doesn't seem like he got that other one. Lynx missing that other moonfall again, and then on the run tower. Now, yeah, Decall definitely wants to get one more power bomb. You can expect that he's going to farm the little Gamer on the way down the red tower. And that's because he's going to want to do the power bomb strat coming out of high jump boots. You need one to break the Meridia tube, and you're going to need one to do that strat in Upper Norfair, which is the optimal strat. So we'll see how fast you can farm this little frog.
Yeah, this frog is. I'd say it's. Oh, he's not going to farm the frog. Maybe he does the. Maybe he's just going to get high jump missile and run 25-10.
You know, I have to assume he'll probably just do the bomb strat. Maybe he just doesn't think it's worth farming that little dude.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, bomb shot, of course. Yeah, you could do that. You do that in old route if you're not going to get high jump missile, or you just be slow like me.
Pointing out that I called the B-Tom a Gamer. I'm sorry. It is a B-Tom, the little frog that drops the power bombs, not a Gamer. Gamers, those little purple bugs, I believe. It's a frog. We can agree on that. A mutant frog.
There's the meme in SM where everything's a frog, but everything really is a frog. So like, you see that enemy on the bottom of Lynx's screen? That's a fire frog. And then that thing on the top of Lynx's screen for the and for a second there, that was an explosive frog, and now this is the thing that Lynx is collecting now is a high jump frog.
I feel like they're all crabs. I feel like that's a red crab. There's little battle crabs up there that try to kill you.
Well, I mean, all the things that kill you are battle. So
that's true. Okay, battle frog.
Yeah, battle crabs and battle frogs.
All right, so let's see how Decalled approaches this high jump boot escape. As you saw, Lynx did the powerbomb strat earlier.
Yeah, I guess it's also possible he. Yeah, he's just gonna do the bomb strat. I was thinking maybe he gets high jump missile and skips wave missile, but no, just do the bomb strat, man.
Yep. Yeah, that's a little too KPDR for Decalled, I think.
That makes me sad. KPDR's. I don't know. It's fun, but
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun route. It's a fun route. I don't know. I don't have much experience with PRKD, so I can't really say comparisons. But no, old route is better. Fungineer.
I think you're gonna get booted off the comms now. You can't say that when we have Decalled versus Lynx.
Well, that's a shame. I think they both need to reset immediately and go kill Kraid before Phantoon, because this is a violation of everything good and true about Super Metroid speedrunning. The player's not doing what the devs intended, so this is not acceptable. I don't think this is what I signed up for.
All right, let's see. Eddie. So, no problem. All right, so Lynx.
That's a really nice double mountain strat there from Lynx. Just
yep.
Getting the wall jump off the second ripper.
I most definitely stole that strat from him. That is also my default strat. I was gonna say Lynx did the upper rising tide, but you know, stumbled a little bit and lost a little bit of time here. Decall doing the more traditional roll underneath the ground, which is honestly really hard to beat. You have to do a lot of work on the upper to save any time on that strategy. So, yep, Decall doing a little Decalled Bubble Mountain special, doing a pretty simple ice climb, killing that cactus, grabbing the super, and moving on.
Heck yeah. Gets only one super from the farm. I guess it's not zero, so it's good, but
Yep. All right, so let's see how many farm Lynx goes for. Oh, okay. I don't think Lynx would go for that many farm in like a non-race setting. When he has 15-8, I'm pretty sure he would just take off normally, but I think he wants to be quite healthy for this upcoming Lower North Fair.
makes sense. Yeah, just come prepared. Don't really uh, leave yourself vulnerable to bad drops from like Metal Pirates or Ridley.
Yep. Yeah, Lynx is honestly a very Lynx loves talking about how much farm you go with, and I know for sure if he had 15-8 in an actual PB pace, there's like no chance he would have went for another farm there. He also would not have grabbed the wave missiles, which he opted to do in this race, which, you know, makes sense. It's a race. He's not going for the PB necessarily, so just got to get that run in. Got to beat your opponent.
15-10 Dan's game.
Oh, Decalled falling there. Actually, this is the second fall too. This
Is
can
this
get
guy?
ugly.
Yeah. Okay, he gets up. So
Yep. Yeah,
yeah,
that was.
D's already kind of behind though. Not by much, but he's already significantly behind. I'd say.
Yes. And you know, honestly, it's not really his fault either, because being behind is kind of being ahead of Lynx would be like you have to be really, really, really good to not be behind Lynx. Like these kinds of mistakes, you know, while D is not happy about them, it's not uncommon if you're not a 41 runner. It's like pretty common to have these sort of falls and lose a little bit of time here. Lynx getting, you know, a sub 21 elevator, that's a very elite time, and I don't even think Lynx thinks is probably the best pace he's ever had. So
Yeah, I mean, then again, this has been a really solid run so far from Lynx and D. Like both these runners just having really solid runs. So we'll see what Lower Norfolk brings them.
all right, so Decalled also going for that lava spark. Really doesn't want to miss it. Lynx was able to get it earlier. Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Lynx getting that pillar spark. So definitely, this is definitely. I know we're kind of like joking around a lot, but this is definitely a tense moment for both of these runners. Probably some of the most dangerous parts of this new route. Everything can kill you really quickly down here in Lower Norfair.
Yeah, it gets through worst room. I expect that was a fine worst room. Gets through amphitheater just the same.
Far looking pretty good for Lynx. Decalled also getting that pillar spark. Lynx getting this spark right here in the Key Hunter shaft to get this 2 farm and to reduce lag for the power bomb that he's going to lay.
Yeah.
Decalled doing worst room in the game. Okay.
Nice.
Looks like he gets up just fine. Oh, no. That's not good.
That is not what you want to see.
Oh, okay. So still is fine. 62 health is fine. He can take another hit, but he really doesn't want to take another hit if he can help it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. If he gets like a bunch of big healths off the Key Under farm, then that'd be really nice. But really, it's just if he can have 2 hits for Wasteland, that'd be ideal.
Yep. All right. So let's see what kind of farm. Oh, Lynx is going to get perfect farm out of here.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really nice when you kill that first Metal Pirate and your supers get maxed out, because that means the next Metal Pirate will give you all health. So Lynx pretty much having optimal resources going into this Ridley fight.
Yeah, the only thing it doesn't have is power bombs, but I mean,
yep.
You have these enemies that you can farm for power bombs on the way out, so who cares?
Yep.
Doesn't get that super drop though, but who cares?
Yep. Yeah, and a new route, Lynx does not go for the X-Factor stretch, just goes for normal beam straps. So doesn't need the power bombs for this fight either. So Decalled heading over to the Metal Pirates, and we have the Ridley fight for Lynx. See how well he can do this.
Ridley is quite a complex fight. There's a lot of really small moving parts in this fight, and it's just about putting in the time, putting in the practice, and just getting familiar with Ridley's patterns and Ridley's movement and how to optimally handle a lot of situations. D having a rough pre-Ridley room.
Yeah, decalled's health looking a little sketchy here.
Yeah, is also lacking a missile, but just decides to go in. So he's gonna have to do one extra shot compared to Lynx, but
all right, so yeah, definitely a tough fight. Decalled's health is kind of low. Decalled opts to shoot the supers right off the back, right off the bat. Most players don't do that, but I believe maybe D is more comfortable at the later parts of the Ridley when he's more enraged. That being said, Lynx gets through this fight pretty well and is moving on. I think he's going to grab the Ridley E-Tank. No, is not choosing to grab the Ridley E-Tank. Has plenty of health to work with. A player of Lynx's caliber should be fine getting out of this lower Norfair.
Yeah, he's... I saw his timer go to red, like, just before splitting there. So, yeah, he just barely lost time on that split. So, yeah.
Right, so we have decalled finishing up this Ridley fight. I believe Ridley's health should be pretty darn low at this point. I expect to maybe see him jump into those talons real soon.
Yeah, Lynx selecting to farm a Metal Pirate on the way out for the health. This is, yeah, it's a fine decision. Just want to be safe for probably 3 Musketeers. D gets to jump into Ridley's claws. Very nice ending the fight.
Fight. We'll see if decalled opts to get that Ridley E-Tank or decides to just go for it. I have to imagine he might just go for it if he gets any amount of health here. Yeah, that looks good.
Two power arms here. He's gonna farm up to probably full.
And Lynx getting through that Key Hunter Chef takes one hit. You know, honestly kind of expected in a lot of ways. That manipulation is, it's so hard that it's, you know, you can almost think of it as like RNG to some extent. It's not actually RNG, but it's just the windows are so tight and narrow that you can't really necessarily guarantee that you're going to get that manipulation properly. That being said, he has the 3 Musketeers, got 3 hits to work with, so he should be fine. And not taking a single hit, so that was great.
Very nice. Yeah, D's going to be going in with no extra hits. He can take 1 from each Key Hunter, and then have none to spare. But I expect he'll have a couple hits left. Hopefully, it doesn't take too many from these guys, though.
Yep. Oh wow! Not taking a single hit there.
Were those 2 Key Hunters at the end on top of each other?
It was something like that. They were real close to each other, that's for sure. They just wiggled to the left side of them.
Nice.
Definitely pretty crazy.
Yeah, really nice reactions from these runners, just showing their prowess in this category and just in this game in general.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, D has 2 hits to work with here. Dodges the first one and the second one, and the third one's already out of his way. Very nice.
Absolutely. So honestly, D is doing totally fine. Lynx has a lead here, and that's more so Lynx being Lynx and not so much D, you know, messing up or anything like that. Lynx is just, you know, such a strong runner. It's really hard to really catch up to Lynx or take the lead on Lynx. So Lynx really just blasting through, honestly.
Yeah, and Lynx has had a solid run so far. Just taking a few safeties here and there, but overall a really, really solid run.
Yep. All right, so we have the Kraid quick kill. Lynx shooting down below just to kill some off-screen nails and reduce some lag. There's a lot of lag in this fight. It's kind of sucks, so you want to reduce the lag as much as possible if you can. Excellent. Nice little D-boost to collect all the drops so he can head into Meridia with full health. A lot of health.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of time you won't see people heading into Meridia with full health, especially in old route compared to new route. But Yeah, even in a new route, heading into Meridia full health is very rare.
Yeah, because very often, I mean, Lynx had plenty of health, and you did say farm that little metal pirate on the way out. Typically, you'll come out of this fight and you'll have like 130 health or something like that, and you might have to even do some farm strats because heading into Murder, you do need that extra health because you're going to spark up, and you really don't want to have, to be able to take. You want to be able to take at least one hit from Batoon potentially without getting health bombed. So. Lynx is, completely fine in that regard. You don't need maximum health. It's nice, but it's not really necessary because you are going to grab that bot to knee tank. That being said, Lynx in really great position to crush this Meridia.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nine like you're saying, 9 supers is also a really solid resource level. He'll use six supers on Botswana optimally, and then who knows about Botswana's drops? Could be 0, could be 7. I've gotten 7 once in a race.
Oh my gosh.
It's the MM2 ROM, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're praying to Mother Brain in that one, but I've never heard of seven super drops from Batu. That's absurd.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was in GT Classic too, so I just got up to like the full 20 supers, and I was just like, okay, sure, thanks, game.
All
Well,
right, so we have Lynx doing the decalled X Factor strat, oddly enough, playing against decalled, using the strat against him, and comes out with some pretty solid resources.
yeah. Again, 20 missiles, generally what you have at this point. Four supers again. Yeah, that's solid resources. You'll have 2 to use on Dragon, and then who knows about Turian.
Yep.
You get what you get.
Yep, absolutely. So at least the very bare minimum, you need at least one because there is a super door that you have to open at the end of this full happy room. Link's nailing that full happy, but you really want at least two, and that's because you want to open this door, and you don't want to have to three missile this eye door on the bottom that wastes a ton of time. So you want at least two, preferably a third at the very least, because then you can use that super missile on Dragon, and it makes the fight a little bit more cozy.
Yeah, for sure. If you have no supers after boss one, you're probably gonna farm. Even if you have 1 or 2, you're probably still gonna at least do 1 spark farm.
Called getting his own X Factor strat just fine. Both of them
Yeah,
getting that top pattern.
yeah, yeah. They both got the bad top pattern. I'm pretty sure that's a 1 in 4. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a 5 in 4 because it's rigged. Oh,
Oh,
very nice.
very nice. Oh,
Okay,
Lynx
what?
for the bomb jump.
Skipping Dragon's drops in a race? Good grief.
That's like the world record kind of time strat. You don't see that very often, but Lynx does have some great resources. Opting to skip the Dragon drops, that's definitely going to be a time save for him. Lynx really going for it here.
Yeah, this is. Is he on PB pace? Is that what he's playing? So aggressive?
I don't think he's on PB pace, but he might be able to gold this segment actually. Because honestly, it's been looking real good.
No, he's plus 31 at Varia. He's not PBing.
Yes,
But
but this
still.
section looking pretty darn strong. Although that being said, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna opt to gold for this segment because he
Oh
does
wow,
need to
another
farm.
super drop.
Wow, that's great. Lynx's health is a little kind of in shambles right here though, so
Yeah,
he's gonna have to farm.
yeah, this is kind of scary.
Meanwhile, we have decalled doing this Dragon fight as well.
Yeah, got a solid rain dance opener, and gets
Excellent.
the finish. 2 solid Dragon fights. Going for spike suit. Does not seem to get it. No, did not get spike suit.
Yep.
Didn't get a.
Just drop it.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna drop the blue suit.
Yep.
Yeah, some people do that. Just drop the blue suit. Is Lynx playing it really safe with Metroid ammo and just farming to like 9 supers there?
I think he needed the health, but yeah, this 180 health is more than enough than what he needs. Well, I mean, anything happen with Metroid RNG, but I think he just wanted to make sure he had that extra health going into that Turian because You really don't want to not have the requisite amount of health to fight Mother Brain. Definitely going to lose some time if you have to do that refill.
Yeah, that as well as Metroid Room 1 can just sneak up on you and just say goodnight.
Yep.
If you mess up the bomb release even once.
MM2, did you by any chance get to see the Kip versus Gebu race?
I did indeed get to see the Kip versus Gebu race after the fact.
Yes, I was going to say when you said the double top pattern. For those of you who want to treat in terms of boss patterns and run, definitely take a look at that one because
Just a race in general, like really good race. Highly recommend you watch it.
Yep.
Speaking of things I highly recommend, I have to mention it, Eddie. I know you're gonna hate me for it, but
Don't say it. Don't say it. MM2.
Don't pick up Spring Ball. Also run Mappo.
Oh my goodness.
I had to say it.
Oh my goodness. You're on thin ice, MM2.
Eddie, I hate to disappoint, but I'm contractually obligated. I'm contractually obligated to say it.
Who made this contract?
Definitely not MGA.
Okay, all right.
Not MGA. It was the Mappo gods.
Yep. The not category extension category Mappo.
Yeah.
Okay.
True completion is better than Mappo? Somebody who agrees with me? Pog. True completion is just Mappo but better. See, this is the time to fill the G4 cutscene. This is my secret strat, Eddie. This is the secret strat.
Like a commercial break. You're gonna have to pay for that ad space, you know.
Well, I think me and the Mappo people are gonna have a talk about that. But
yeah, you at MGA.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we have links coming up to this Metroid run room. Definitely some tough rooms up ahead. Let's see. Didn't really get any supers off that first Metroid.
Still below average drops from those 3 supers. Got only 2, but
yeah, Lynx's health not looking too hot right now. Oh, gets caught by that one Metroid right there. Ooh.
Yeah, messes up his menuing a bit, loses a bit of time, but
okay, but gets that health. Yeah.
29 entering third room, perfectly fine.
Excellent. Great resources coming into this Metroid 4. Nice little strat there where he lures that last Metroid in and freezes him at the same time as the other 2 Metroids. Really good play right there. Lynx taking it extra careful there. Okay, yeah, getting this Rinka D boost as well as missiling, even though he had 2010 resources. That shows that Lynx really doesn't want to take that 1 in 9 chance roughly of not getting that super coming out of that last room.
It's a very low shot, I know, but I don't actually remember the odds. I'd have to look up Edu's whatever spreadsheet probably.
Absolutely. But yeah, let's see if Lynx can nail this baby skip. Good so far. First 2 jumps are usually the hardest.
Yeah, and then also the last jump, but nails that one as well.
Absolutely. All right, decalled heading over to these Metroid rooms. Lynx getting a great baby skip right there.
And yeah, D entering Metroid Room 1, so D is just a little bit behind Lynx.
Yeah, not getting any supers off that first room.
Yeah, this is yikes. He's gonna...
Oh, only getting 1 super. This is pretty Mondo yikes, MM2.
This is very Mondo yikes, Eddie. I have to agree.
All right. Oh, it's not good. Health getting really low now.
Oh my, 4 supers.
Gets a lot of supers. Still needs to get hooked up in this next room because his health is not looking great.
Yeah, he definitely just needs really solid drops from these guys. He's going to missile them for sure. Unless he just decides to go for it. He goes for it, and he gets the drops!
Excellent.
Oh my god.
I think he had to super there because he can't risk... He needs the health, so he can't risk getting missile drops as opposed to health drops. So I think he had to go for the super there. But it was definitely a little risky and sketchy because you need to get those 3 supers, which he did get.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't actually think about the fact that you'd want health drops as well as supers, so you couldn't get the missiles, but it's too big brain for me.
Yep. So we have Lynx entering this Mother Brain 2 fight. Really dangerous fight, of course. 60 charge shots to the dome. Decalled getting the baby skip. Oh, gets grabbed in the end. That being said, it's not over yet. We have to watch this Lynx fight. I don't think he took a safety save. So if Lynx gets hit, by a catch up or takes too many hits in this current fight right now in this stage, can absolutely die. Ooh, that onion ring just grazing Samus's
Oh
hair.
my god. Yeah,
Ooh, that one was close.
yeah, those were definitely close. That angle looked weird to me.
Yes, I think Link stabilized a little bit, but hopefully he's counting because that catch up. Okay, dodging that catch up.
Yeah, can't just come out of nowhere like that. And
Yep.
yeah, gotta be ready.
Will one hit KO Samus. Okay, it's always scary when you see a meatball coming out like this because, yeah, okay. You can get that mix up from Mother Brain where you can't really dodge it well. But Link's getting through that Mother Brain 2 fight, looking to be able to take this fight home.
For sure, yeah, this is honestly a really solid race all around from Lynx and D.
Yep.
And D doing the Moonfall Zeb skip. I think it's like, I've heard Thornito talk about that as well, but again, just one of those D strats.
I always like watching decalled. It's just every room is always like a little bit different, and it's always just fun to watch him because he's also just such an excellent runner. Honestly, doing quite well. It's just, you go side by side with Lynx and you're be like, oh, decalled is pretty far behind. But honestly, for a race, decalled is doing excellent right now.
For sure, yeah. D is like on very low 44 pace here, and Lynx is on like mid 42 pace. So, yeah, really good paces for both of these runners, just in general, actually. Like a low 44, like that's crazy pace for a race.
Absolutely. Low 44 is better than my PB, so I say
Well,
any 44 is good in my books.
anything better than a 48-58 is good because it's better than my PB that I also don't care about.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a testament to honestly how strong these runners are. I mean, Link's literally being one of only 7 runners of 1,000 plus people on multiple leaderboards to run this game. To actually have a 41, just can't stress enough how strong Lynx is as a runner.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. Just really, really strong runner, and yeah, will be very likely heading up against Kip next in the winners semifinals. Then the winner of that match will take on the winner of Sloters 27 versus Nevny on the other side of the winners semis.
Oof.
So yeah, really.
Definitely getting pretty tough on the winners bracket.
Yeah, Nevny versus Sloters, Lynx versus Kip. Yeah, that's really, really tight matches there.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, hats off to both these runners. Gotta say, decalled. I remember when I was first trying to convince him to join the tournament, he was saying, this is just gonna be a community race. I want to see the big names in here. Decalled, you hear people say like, is Lynx gonna be in this race? And people are like, oh, you know what? I'm not joining. This tournament's way too difficult. These runners are too strong. Decalled wanted people like Lynx to be in this tournament. Decalled was like, I want to see all the big names. I want to see all the strong runners to go against them. Because otherwise, is it a tournament or is it just a community race? So Decalled definitely up to the challenge here. I think feeling the nerves, but absolutely wanted this kind of race. And put on a good show here for us tonight.
Couldn't agree more with you. It was definitely a pleasure to be able to commentate this race of D versus Lynx, like you were saying. Just getting to see all the different strats that D put on display, and just the sheer consistency from both of these runners. Just great performance from both runners. And yeah, Lynx is going to be finishing with a mid 42. Good grief.
Casual 42 in a race.
Casual 42. He like farmed so many times in like 2010. Like, good grief.
All right, so that is LynxXUnlimited coming in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 42 minutes and 37 seconds. So GG to Lynx. I can't stress how strong of a time that is. People work really hard to get a 42 in the first place, and Lynx just busted out like, no issue there. I mean, for reference, even the previous runners, like this might be one of the best times we've had in the tournament already at this point.
Yeah, like Kip's time versus Gebu, and then this would this be like the top 2 times in the tournament?
You know, I have to tell you, Lynx, I believe in the first qualifier he played in, I think got a 42.20, which is, and he split a little late. I think it was a 42.15. So almost getting like close to like a 41 in a race. I think that might be like a top 3 race time of like of all time or something like that.
I know the SRL record was a 41.
Yes, that might have been from like Zost as well. So I mean,
I'm 99% sure that was Zost.
yeah. So I mean, like coming only not beating the literal world record holder in terms of just a random race time. That's kind of very absurd. It really just goes to show how strong of a runner Lynx is. It's incredible. You know, you see someone of Lynx's caliber, and if you ever watch his stream, you'll notice that he's always like plus or minus like 5 seconds or within single digits of his actual PB pace. And that just goes to show when you're at a runner at his level, the consistency that you have to be able to maintain that 41 pace is just absolutely absurd. It's on another level than, you know, any other runner.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. And I checked the SRL website. Zost does have the SRL 90% record with a 41.12.
41.12, wow.
41.12. Cutie coming in second with a 42.12.
Okay. Okay, that's an entire minute difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lynx pretty much almost tied with that second place time, actually. Very close. Really just goes to show how strong these runners are. All right, so we have decalled finishing in second place with 44 official racetime.gg time of 44 minutes and 53 seconds. GG to decalled.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, D finishing, and then yeah, I don't know if we'll get interviews from these runners.
But yeah, absolutely. I do feel like I do think both of these racers can be pretty happy with the times that they had, given that this was a race. These are extremely strong times. Yeah,
for
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely great run put on by both players.
Yeah, definitely looking to potentially get decalled in for an interview here.
Right, decalled trying to sort out some the technicalities of joining this voice, but we'll see if he can get in here. All right, so a little update on the bracket. We have, now that Lynx has beaten decalled in this race, get this updated real quick, and we will see the next match for Lynx in the winner semifinal will be Lynx versus Kip. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a spicy one. And then for the losers bracket, we now have decalled getting knocked out into losers round 5. We'll be playing the winner of Mr. Guy Average and myself.
Indeed, yeah, that's gonna be a really nice match. Both of those actually, like, either of you guys versus D, is gonna be a sick race. Especially if it's MGA, it's gonna be, like, what are their PB? The PBs are like set like a couple seconds apart. It's gonna be a really sick race, and then you're not too far behind. Like what, mid 44 or something? Is your
I have a
PB?
44-14, so should be a pretty good race.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna be a really close race.
Or I just die in Lower Norfolk, who knows?
No dying in Lower Norfolk, Eddie. That's not what we want. It's not what the fans want.
It's true. Okay, I'll just grab like 3 tanks so that doesn't happen. Could Lynx have saved the animals? Lynx could have saved the animals. I'm not sure how much time that costs, but
Ruya said it's 15 seconds, but that's also with GT Classic equipment, so I don't know.
GT. That's probably with like some crazy optimal strats too.
Yeah, I think it uses Spring Ball. Like, what the heck? How can you call a strat optimal if it uses spring ball?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know Sysream has the leaderboard, the escape RTA leaderboard record with animal saved with a 207 compared to yeah, it's compared to Ruya's record, which is a 219.5 something. This is in game time, by the way, like without animals saved. Stashu, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Sorry to say it, but yeah, I just don't know.
You know what category does require catching spring ball?
What category requires spring ball, Eddie?
True completion.
You know, I need to make a new true completion category without spring ball this time.
I think you need to make spring ball RTA, to be honest.
No, we already have Death to Shack tool. The spring ball RTA is just Death to Shack tool, but you get power bombs, get X-ray, and then do the R jump, and it's just worse. It's like it's all the bad stuff of Death to Shack tool, like the suitless the suitless ice clip, and then it's just worse because you have to get that and then do the R jump. So yeah, max percent suitless taught me enough.
I see. I still think we should have spring ball RTA. Press 1 in chat if you agree.
What the heck is this chat doing? I do not understand it. This is unacceptable. Statue reverse slinky RTA. That's, I don't know. That seems like God Gamer exclusive. But it seems cool to see. No, we should just do 99%. It was talked about at some point where it was like, what item would be optimal to skip if you're going to do 99%. And I think the consensus was spring ball. So,
and here we have one of our racers. We have decalled. Decalled, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yo, yes, Eddie. Yeah, I hope this is all working. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, this is working fine.
Oh,
perfect.
great.
So yeah, it was a really nice race. Both of you guys ran. Did both of you guys run less than a minute off of your PBs?
Actually, let me just check. No, I was plus 144.
Heck. Oh yeah, you missed baby skip. That's
yeah, it would have been closer with baby skip.
Yeah, either way, really sick race from both of you. Getting a 44 in a race, 42 in a race, just insane times. So
Thanks.
Yeah. Anyways, thoughts on the race?
I was pretty nervous to start with, but not so nervous. But I was getting a little frustrated with the D-pad. Been playing up, and I was breaking out of spin a lot, so that kind of dented my confidence a bit. But overall, I think I played pretty solid.
Heck yeah. Yeah, always sucks when you have controller issues.
I mean, it can be a distraction, so that's really the main problem with it. It didn't let me down that much in the run.
Yeah, I think absolutely. Sometimes, even if it's like acting up just a little bit, sometimes that mental thing that really gets to you in a run can be, a lot of this stuff in this game is very mental. And like, if you're just like a frame off because you're distracted, you might not get that Dragon Spark, you might not get that full halfy, and definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Mandatory keyboard propaganda. Eddie, you can back me up on this.
I can, but I will not at the moment because we have to call here. That being said, so decalled, I remember when I was talking to you, when I was trying to get you into this tournament in the first place, some people are like, oh wow, there's all these strong runners in the tournament, I don't want to join. You, on the other hand, you wanted all the strong people in this tournament. You're like, oh, if it's just like, 15 other people and me, and it's just gonna feel like a community thing. But you wanted like the strong competition.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a thrill to be able to race against somebody like Lynx, one of undoubtedly a very just excellent runner of this game.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. We are being asked to wrap up shortly, so we are going to have to cut this interview shorter than I'd like. But
Yep.
anyways, yes,
I have a one last quick question I wanted to ask Decalled.
go for it.
Decalled. So now that you're knocked on into the losers bracket, you're going to have to play against the winner of Mr. Guy Average and myself. How do you feel about that?
Well, whoever I face, it's not going to be easy. So but it's going to be exciting. So I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. All right. Any last words you want to say to your fans or your?
Well, I mean, GG's to Lynx. I don't think I said that earlier, but GG's Lynx, and just thanks everybody who's watching, and thanks to you guys, Comms, and to SpeedGaming.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Any last thoughts?
No, that's about it. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Really appreciate it. We have a lot of great matches coming up. This has been a thrill to calm with you, MM2. Real happy with that, and that's it for me.
Yeah, well, thanks to you for organizing the tournament, Eddie. But yeah, thank you all for watching this episode of the Super Metroid 90% Speed Gaming Live 2021 tournament. And my name's been MM2 Nest Cartridge, and thank you all for watching, and see you next mission.
See you next mission.